I got something I want to share with you guys today that goes a lot deeper than just some amazing marketing program or strategy for investments that I talk about quite often. I want to dig a little bit deeper, kind of on the philosophical side of things, and talk about two words that completely changed my life. And it all begins really with answering what I think is a very important question. Have you ever wondered what truly drives you? That's a very deep question. And I don't think you will ever be able to bust through the ceiling of success until you really understand what really drives you. If you don't have an answer to that, you might be really good at what you do, but there's always going to be a plateau, an area of success that you really reach and you're like, okay, I can't get above this. And it's not because you don't have the right program or you don't have the right investment strategy or planning methodology. It's really because, in my opinion, you're not truly passionate about what you do. And you don't really know the driving force underneath that's propelling you to have more and more success in your business. You think it's just some great investment or some planning tool or some thing that you're using strategy for marketing clients. That's the reason for success. No, it's really a lot deeper than that. It comes to your belief and passion in what you do. So let me really quick kind of share some of my own journey. So, as a lot of you already know, like I went to school to become a pastor. The last thing I ever wanted to do was be a financial advisor. Here I am 25 years later, talking to you about why you want to have more success and how you can have more success as a financial advisor. Not because it's my job, it's because it's my passion and my life changed. Like early on, I kind of resented, the fact that I was in this business. And I've gone from that point to not ever imagining not being a financial advisor. I love what I do. I'm super passionate about it. And I went from like as far over as you could be about literally hating what it is to be a financial advisor all the way over to this side to loving being a financial advisor. And my journey has been two sides of this spectrum because when I came in, I was like, the last thing I wanted to do was be a financial advisor. Now I can't imagine being anything else. And it was really understanding, really the answering this question, what really drives you? And it really came down to a message that I heard in church. There was when we first moved to Charlotte some 11 years ago, we were looking for a different church. And one Sunday, the pastor in this church that we attended for a long time preached a message about two words. And these two words, this message had such a profound impact because it really bridged the gap between these two things, between hating and loving what I do. And it was really the two words, it's so that, which seems so unassuming, like so that, like so what? Like what's that have to do with anything? Well, it has a whole lot to do with things in my life. And if you do a study on that in the Bible, that's not what we're really talking about today, but this is mentioned a whole lot, and it typically connects generations together. This thing did this so that this generation could do something great. And it really brought me back to this. When I first became a financial advisor, I was really a financial advisor. It was a job, it was a career that I could really make money. I could do this so my kids could have nice stuff. I could have, success and make enough. I might lose some time because I can't control it early on in my career, but I could create a nice lifestyle for my family. And that was kind of my thought process and what we were doing early on in my career. And that's totally changed because of this phrase, so that. Like, I am a financial advisor so that I can now do ministry, so that I can change my clients' lives, so that I can introduce an empowerment methodology in how I invest in my clients that they will never view investing the same way again. So that has radically affected my parenting, radically affected my practice, radically affecting just about every relationship in my life because there's something deeper. There's something that drives me that goes beyond just being a financial advisor. All right. And this so that has everything to do with it. All right. So let's talk about how these two words changed my life. That's what I'm going to talk about first. And then I'm going to talk about how these two words have changed the lives of my clients. So I'm going to talk a few different categories. This is my family as my kids were younger. They're much older now. But this is my beautiful bride. Her name is Stephanie. We got married in Disney World in their awesome chapel. That's seems like a lifetime ago. We go from that to this. It's changed quite a bit. These are my kids. This was years ago. But again, the reason why I'm talking and I'm showing you this is because early in my career, the word so that, like I am a financial advisor so that I could provide a lifestyle for my family, or for my wife, so that I could give my kids, a roof over their heads and something fun, some Christmas cards that we could, put together where they look like elves. But early on, there wasn't a whole lot of purpose and meaning driving my life. It was, but it wasn't connected to my career. And again, what I'm sharing with you today has a whole lot to do with your success. It might not seem like it because you're like, hey, tell me a strategy. Tell me something that I can get in front of more prospects, have more opportunities, have a higher close rate. And I'm talking about like purpose. And purpose has a lot to do with the most successful people out there. If you think about it, really the ones that are super uber successful, they're just driven by something. Like you look at Michael Jordan, he was ferocious in his pursuit of success, and he was driven by something deeper than just practicing and shooting. And for me and my success and you and your success, there has to be something underlining to drive you to get greater success. Again, early on, I was driven. Now, some of this is later. This was, we're big U of M fans. My kids were all born in Michigan. I was at the U of M Ohio State game when we got to storm the field when they won last year. We had front row seats, down in the bowl. It was super fun. But yet being a financial advisor was so that now I've been able to give my family so many different things, experiences in Hawaii and around the world doing different things, because of my vocation. But something was driving that, which I really want to share with you, is what I would call a vision for my practice. And I've got a whole lot of people up in here that are on the screen that have nothing to do with my family, but has everything to do with the vision for my future and where my family gets involved and where we bring our practice. So this guy's name, you might see him on our channel, on our group. His name's Kevin. He's a financial advisor. He's a big reason why our firm is where it is because he was driving things that I really didn't want to drive. And he was pushing this practice to a place that I never wanted to go to. So a lot of the teachings that you get right now, that is happening right now, is because of this guy right here, not me, not this guy, that guy. Because he was pushing an agenda, because he saw an impact in a practice that could have a much bigger footprint than I even saw, and I was the one doing it. But he's like, hey, this can be a lot bigger, and a lot of families and a lot of lives can be changed because of what we're doing here. Don't hide it under a bushel. And then I met this guy right here. His name's Houston, right here. He's a developer. He leads our development team in Kenya. We have a lot of guys over in Kenya that are building all of the software and technology, the fintech that we put together. Here's a couple of guys. We have a lot more. Wonderful people. Got to meet them years ago. And now we work very, very closely, and they build all of the fintech that we're doing so we can reach such a broader spectrum of financial advisors and consumer customers, investors, with the technology that we're building. So it's not just I'm a financial advisor so that my family can have nice stuff. I'm a financial advisor so that we can empower people to make smart decisions by the technology that we're using, so that we can broaden our reach on the impact that we're making by the practice that we provide and coach and train other financial advisors, because we can have a bigger reach than just our small little client bases. And last is another guy. This guy's name is Dan. He's the one that's editing all of these videos and doing a lot of the producing. This guy right here has won 5 Emmys. I got connected with him on a missions trip years ago, and we've become very good friends, and he's a part of a lot of what you get to experience. Super talented. He's got a great heart for people and for God, and the most thing I like about him is he goes all in on something. And because of these people right here, the So That has expanded so far because it goes beyond me. What we're doing is not just making people more money. It's a bigger reach. And the only reason I'm telling you this isn't to brag or to talk about where our company's going, but to help you understand there is a bigger purpose to what we're doing. From video, from messaging, from incredible talented people in technology doing stuff that I could never do, from helping things, from a video standpoint to getting the message out. These people are casting vision that I could never do by myself, that I didn't even know existed within inside of me. Then you go to another thing that's very near and dear to my heart. You're going to see one of my older kids right here. His name's Evan. This is my youngest, Reed, Shane. This is Evan again right here. These are trips that we've taken around the world for ministry purposes. This is really the driving heartbeat of me. Like, if anybody who's close to me knows how much ministry matters. I mean, after all, it's what I went to school to do. However, God wanted me to be a financial advisor. So I can tell you, I was called to be a financial advisor so that I could have a thriving ministry and help ministries around the world find sustainability for what I've learned in growing a business and keeping it sustainable, whether I'm there or not. I can tell you, by learning how to manage money, I've been able to impact ministries across the world to help them manage their money more. And I'm not making any of it by helping them, but yet it's a huge passion in my heart. And when you start sharing this stuff and you have this driving force that you want to reach higher levels of success so that you can do the things that really matter to you, you can do things with your family, experiences, have a broader vision. You can join us in our vision, or you can have your own, and I'll join you if it's something that I really care about. But at the end of the day, if you don't have this driving push, passion, purpose behind you, you're always going to have a ceiling. My ceiling got exploded the moment I realized that there was a so that for my life. I'm doing this so that so many greater, bigger things far beyond anything I could ever imagine could happen. God did that. And I'm super excited. It sounds like a message, but it's not. This is a principle for success. Now let's talk about my clients. How is this phrase "so that" changed the lives of my clients? So I'm going to share with you a couple examples. This guy right here that you're going to see, his name is Steve. Super amazing individual. He has poured into our practice. I've shared a couple other times where we've brought clients in to tear apart our business, to sit in focus groups. He is always willing to do it, donate his time, come here, come to our business and help us understand what we're doing wrong and how to fix it. He is retired. You can see the planning made simple that you're going to see there. We have done all kinds of clothing. We've done some fun things over the years. And he was sending me this just to let me know, like, hey, I'm sporting your shirt all around town. I am retired and I'm excited about it. But the reality is, I've learned more from this guy than I have from just about any client that I have. And we have so many Steves in our practice that pour back into us. Why? Because we are bigger than just making money. We are not about, I can tell you all of our clients care about their portfolio and making income and having what they need to be fully sustainable in retirement. But they also want to pour back into us because they realize that we're more than just an asset management firm. And when you have something that's driving you that's far beyond what you do, they take notice. There's another client of ours, couple. They just retired this year, and I can tell you they're super passionate. These people have come to me several times saying, "Hey, next time you travel, you go here, you go there. Can we come? Can we get involved?" So much that so many of their friends and family they've sent all these people have sent so many referrals that we have many generations of clients within their families. Okay, and I can share the same thing here, where I can't even tell you how many referrals some of these people have sent us because they realize that our firm goes beyond what we do to serve them, that there's a bigger reason. The reason why I'm telling you this is because that's helped us bust through the ceiling of success and growth, because they take notice. All your clients, literally every time they're around you, they're judging you. Because they're hiring you for a service and they're judging the value of what they get when they sit in front of you. And if you're just about performance, that's all you're ever going to be. But if you have something bigger that goes far beyond what your practice does, they take note because you can't hide passion. When you really care about something, if you love to hunt and fish, if you love to travel, if you love to do whatever, speak languages, you always talk about it. It just comes out of natural conversation. So when you've got clients for 10 years, they come in and they don't always want to talk about money and they want to know more about you. Most of these people will tell me they love me. They will literally hang up the phone, love you, Paul. Like, I mean, I hope you've got relationships like that where they're like, hey, love you, Bill, love you, Sarah, love you, financial advisor. You mean so much to my family. You know why we get there? Is because our practice, again, is more than just serving them financially. We've gone so far beyond that. And now a lot of these people want to come on trips all over the world because they know I'm passionate about it and they want to experience some of that, even though I'm just their financial advisor. But the crazy thing is, because they're so passionate about my passion, they want to get more involved. And I'm not passionate about this because I want to grow my business. I'm passionate about this because that's how God made me. Like, it's not a trick. Like, you have to answer this honestly, because when you do become passionate about something, it changes everything in your life. And then the word "so that" will connect to it in a way so profoundly that everything in your life gets changed. All right. So why are you here right now? Let me tell you, you're learning what I'm telling you so that your life's going to be changed, so that you might need to figure out what drives you. This might be that message that you heard, that I heard years ago, that completely changed my life. And I hope this is the beginning of something very special in your life, because this completely changed mine. All right. So here's the deal. I've got something for you on helping you discover your "so that." All right, it's very simple. It's a document that I've created that'll help you figure out, discover your "so that." It dives into many different areas in your life, your personal life, your professional life. It's going to ask you all types of questions and make you think outside the box of what truly drives you, so you can figure out how you can connect what you do so that you can do something bigger than yourself and your firm. And when you can connect all of that, your life's going to change, your business is going to change. You know, the things that might have been damaged in your past might be healed and fixed, because you're going to be able to connect. This is a big bridge. The words "so that" bridge what you do to what impact you can have somewhere down the road, which coincidentally can affect your business. Who would have thought that my heart for ministry could be the driving force behind the success my business has? If you would have told me that 25 years ago, I would have said, you're crazy. You're nuts. How could a guy with a passion for ministry find success as a financial advisor and coach and train others to have more success because he's got a passion for ministry? Like, you're out of your mind. Yet I stand here 25 years later and I'm uttering these same words with such confidence because I know it's true. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm trying to teach you something. You don't have to believe me. You don't have to take my word for it. You don't have to do anything. But at the end of the day, I know this is true because of these two simple words and how they've impacted my life, my client's life, and thousands of other people that I might not even know, because I was able to connect some things together that made such a profound impact in my life that hopefully is going to impact yours. So all you need to do to get this is just type the word "so that" in the comments. And I'm going to send you this guy. There's no other need for a conversation. I'm going to send you this, discovering your "so that." We can talk if you want. If you have questions, you want to put in the comments, hey, this impacted me, so that X, or how can the word "so that" impact you, or how have they impacted? If you just think about, you do this so that something else happens. I'd love to hear your story. I love to tell stories and I love to listen to them and read them. So if you want to do any comments or if you want to write any comments, I would love to listen and respond to them. So hopefully this has impacted you the same way it's impacted me, because this has been very profound in my life. And I am very passionate about having that same type of impact in the lives of others. Hope you enjoy this.